Welcome to Good or Trash, episode 345. Renato Jones, the 1%. My name is Eric.
And I'm Jason.
Hello, Jason.
Hello.
How are you?
I think I'm well.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It is good.
Good.
I woke up with a big old sore throat, and I was worried.
I thought it was going to a different place.
With a big old sword.
Smile.
Oh, with a big old sailor. And I thought things were not going to go well today. But he gave me candy, and all is well. No, but yeah, my sore throat's gone.
Oh, that's good.
It's because I'm a vegetarian. I'm magical.
Sure. Well, imagine how much more magical you'd be if you were a vegan.
Oh my god, yeah.
Right? Just like Scott Pilgrim.
Is Scott Pilgrim a vegan?
No, but there are characters in there who are vegan. And
they have vegan powers. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought there was a girl with a vegan power. Yeah. I don't think I'd ever do that. I like butter, I like honey, I like cheese.
Because all those things are delicious.
They are. They're so good. There are animal friends' gifts to us.
Exactly.
Like, you know, we don't have to chew on their actual bodies, but we have to accept their gifts.
Right. I accept their gifts of their deathly sacrifice to fill my belly.
Right? See? That's because you're one of the gluttonous 1%.
Yes, I am. I consume all that I see.
So I'm going to pull out my knife pistol and make you choke on this.
That's fine. I probably deserve it for some reason.
Oh, we all do.
Yeah.
I mean, we're humans.
That's true.
None of us.
Pretty terrible.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all about how much terribleness of yourself that you bring into the world and how much you leave behind in your daily life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's, you know, there's always a fraction of it.
Exactly.
No matter how hard you try.
Exactly. And then there are people who are super rich who, they pretty much like to flaunt how terrible they are at all possible times.
That's true.
Because they can afford it and they can get away with it.
Ooh, bastards.
I know, right?
If only there was a savior for us little folk.
Yep, there is. Donald Trump.
Batman. Oh. Yeah, he's here for the little folk. He's going to help us all.
Yeah. Yep. So
that's kind of why I picked this book, honestly.
Yeah.
I was like, I need something like this. Like, I've been listening to dystopia a lot lately. More so than usual.
Okay, yeah. You're wearing your dystopia hat today.
Yeah.
That is your replacement dystopia hat, right?
Oh, this is like my fourth one over the years.
All right.
My first one was destroyed by a dog in South Carolina.
Okay.
The second one, I think, just fell apart because it was just old.
Right.
And then like, this is maybe only the third one or fourth one, I don't know. But I keep buying these cheap hats, like at Meijer or something, and then I sew the patches on myself.
Sure.
But the last time I ordered a dystopia patch, I ordered like 4 of them.
Just in case.
And I just, like, the 3 are just chilling, waiting for my hats to get destroyed.
That one's not in great shape.
No, it's not. I keep having to trim, like, I don't know how this happens, but the front of my hat keeps getting, like, frayed, and like you can see whatever this kind of styrofoam, like
the brim.
Yeah, like it's like a hard styrofoam that's under the cloth of the hat. Yeah. I don't know. No. It's crazy. I don't fight in this hat. I have a fighting hat that I wear, you know.
Who doesn't?
Yeah. But it's not my dystopia hat. It's my poison hat because I want to strike fear into the hearts of others.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. My opponents tremble when they're like, oh shit, every rose does have its thorn. I'm out. I ain't gonna fight this guy. So yeah. But anyway, I love dystopia.
Yeah.
And a lot of their kind of lyrical content reflects a similar mindset as Renato Jones, and I was like, I gotta read that.
Right. Yeah, so man, this book was super relevant.
Yes. So much so as, like, where the guy campaigning kind of looks like Trump, and he kind of has the same campaign speech, tagline, "Make America Great Again."
Yeah, yeah.
I guess it's based on him, or is that a coincidence?
This book just came out last year.
Yeah, I'm trying to think though. Like, I think it came out in the summer. I guess it was by the time he was already, because I think "Make America Great Again" is something Donald Trump said like 6 years ago on some talk show.
Right.
And it just kind of like became this thing associated with him. So
right.
I'm sure that tagline was there when, Kerry Andrews, is that how you pronounce his name?
I don't know. It's either Care Andrews.
Yeah,
it's Kaare. So it's spelled wrong, whatever it is.
Right.
Yeah, it's either Carr, or Carrie.
I've heard Carrie, but I don't know. Maybe that's just because people like
don't know how to pronounce his name.
They're like, I'm familiar with a word named Carrie that's also a name.
Sure, yeah.
So I'll just call him that. But yeah, it looks like Carr.
Right.
But we'll say Carrie, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he's Canadian, so...
okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm getting at.
Who knows? Help us out, Carrie, if you're listening.
Yeah, seriously. Or Troy Nixie, you're good friends with him.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And Troy Nixie and I are friends on Facebook.
Yeah.
So, we're chatty.
He's the guy that drew Prey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that guy.
So there are actually a couple of the villains that show up throughout this book that I think they all have aspects of Donald Trump, pretty much imprinted in them.
Oh, yeah.
So this is definitely, he had to have been working on this book for a while.
Right. That's what I'm thinking.
So, clearly, I doubt that he could have predicted that Trump would have been president by the time that this book wrapped up.
Right.
But, it was definitely full swing of the campaign by the time he finished it, I'm sure.
Sure.
Because like the villain in the second issue, like Charles Ball or something like that, like he's kind of fat and has like the bad hair.
Yeah, and even his mouth kind of looks Trumpish.
Right. And he has bald towers and
all
that.
Right.
And then like who the guy who's revealed to be sort of the big villain of the book. He apparently is running for some sort of office. Like, they don't actually come out and say that he's running for president or anything like that, but he's definitely giving speeches and has a crowd full of supporters, all with his slogan, "Make America Hate Again."
Yeah, right.
And you know what? That sounds ridiculous to say out loud, but the way he puts it in the book, it's like, oh, that is something that probably could happen. Oh
yeah, like, because he gives this whole speech about uniting all of America's peoples through hate.
Yeah,
like, because if we hate a common thing, it's stronger than if we love a common thing. Which is funny because don't ask me why. I was watching live with Kelly Ripa the other day.
Sure,
and
she's attractive if you like a skeleton.
Well, I wasn't watching it for her. It was just happened to be on.
Michael Strahan's no longer on the show.
I know.
So what were you watching it for?
That's why I said don't ask. But they were talking about this.
Did your mom step out to the store for 5 minutes?
No. No. I would have popped in a Motley Crue video if that would have been the case. That gets me off way quicker than Kelly Ripa. But no, they were talking about this new dating app where all you enter in is things that you hate, and they match you up based on like common hatreds of things.
Sure.
And they were like, it's actually really fun. Like, they were like, we tried it, and
I'm in.
Yeah, right? Like, it doesn't matter what you're into. It's like, here's the things that I fucking deplore.
Yeah.
And they match you up based on that.
Oh, I'm trying this.
But it kind of reminded me of this whole campaign thing. Because that's what the crux of his campaign was. He's like, we need to hate the common things that we all hate and get together. Like, and it's like, just stewing on hatred.
Yeah. There are a lot of things happening in this book that are eerily prescient.
Yes.
So
he's basically, should we tell people who Renato Jones kind of is?
He's Batman.
Yeah. Sorta. Yeah.
He's like reverse Batman almost.
I mean, he's just as rich as Batman.
Yes, he is.
But
instead of beating up poor thugs in the streets and alleys, he's beating up rich thugs in the boardrooms and on their yachts.
Yeah. And he doesn't straight up murder them all.
No.
He does some murdering.
Oh, yeah.
But
he's a murderer.
Yeah. Yeah. He murders, but like he kind of like, on more than one occasion, I think leaves it to them to
decide their own fate.
Yeah. And they usually end up killing themselves or like taking each other out. Like it's pretty dark.
Yeah. But basically, he is a vigilante of sorts who is targeting, the super rich. Basically the 1% who, control the world's wealth. But
not just the rich people.
No.
Like the rich asshole, terrible murderer, monster people.
Yeah, because he does mention that there are people that he likes. And of course he himself is, a rich guy. Mm-hmm. He is part of the 1%.
Yeah. And the lady of his interest is also.
Yes. Who?
Bliss.
Yeah. I, never got a sense of her moral standing throughout the story.
She seemed very strange.
Yeah.
I've met ladies like that. She just seemed very...
Were they rich?
Not as rich as her. They were probably richer than me, but that,
Yeah,
what does that say, really? Doesn't tell you anything.
That guy bagging our groceries across the street is richer than both of us.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard 2 coins clinking together in his pocket.
See, he had a second coin to clink.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. My coin is always silent.
Unless I accidentally put my coins with my keys.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, he doesn't just murder the rich. He's like after the people who are using
the worst of the worst.
Yeah, they're using their money to like destroy other people's lives.
Right. And they're all mostly ridiculous, like in the lengths that they go to.
They really are. Like they seem like insanely exaggerated caricatures of tycoons.
Yeah. Like the first villain in the first issue, is like just a fat dude who says dude a lot.
You could totally make a drinking game out of how often he says dude.
Right. He's got a yacht, which apparently also comes complete with a murder room.
Yeah.
And
I believe all yachts do.
Well, most of the good ones do.
My brother and his wife went on an Alaskan cruise, and there was a murder room.
Well, yeah.
It was all inclusive too.
Like I said, the good ones.
Yeah.
If you're on a yacht and there's not a murder room,
you need to call Travelocity and get your money back.
Yeah. Or fire your travel agent because they done you wrong.
Right. I mean, sometimes the murder rooms are closed for cleaning or whatever. I mean, what have you? Repairs.
You gotta understand that.
They get pretty gross in there.
Exactly. Yeah.
We've all been there.
And they want to keep up their health board rating too.
Oh yeah. Right. Yeah. You can't have a buffet on the same floor as the murder room and then not expect, an occasional glitch.
It's like, whenever you go to Subway and they accidentally drop a cucumber in the tomatoes.
It's just like that.
Right.
It's the same exact thing, only on the water with murder.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Renato Jones is he is known as the freelancer in his alternate identity.
I forgot about that.
And he carries around a giant pistol that happens to have like a blade attached to it.
Oh, it's like this crazy serrated like machete blade.
Yeah.
That runs more than the entire length of the barrel of his gun.
It's like he is a character from Final Fantasy or something.
It's pretty neat. I love that gun.
Yeah.
I'm not into gun porn, but
sure.
I like that gun.
It's a nice gun. He's sort of a masked vigilante, and he just wears like a simple black and white suit and a black and white mask, and just goes around killing people. And over the course of the series, we kind of learn why a little bit.
Sort of, in a very confusing.
Yeah. And it's still not entirely clear what the main motivation is.
Right. Yeah, that seems like, okay, he basically, there's like an Alfred type character to his Batman, the guy named Church.
Yep.
And it seems like he is largely in control of the path of Renato Jones's life.
Yeah.
And he might have his own
agenda.
Maybe, yeah, that's a good word for it. I started to say ulterior motives, but it seems like they're kind of in the same line as each other.
Right.
But like he's got a bit of an agenda himself. And he's kind of placed the man who is Renato Jones in the spot where he's at now.
Right.
Like, cause basically, I get I'm not 100% sure. I'm only maybe 1% sure. But no, okay, so this guy isn't really Renato Jones, right?
Okay, so, yeah, that is part of the plot of this a little bit, is that, we learn his origins early on. And, yeah, so as I was reading it, I was like, well, maybe he actually is, though.
I know, right? I was going back and forth, but I think I'm on the conclusion that he's not that guy. Like I think Renato Jones died when he was a kid, but his body never turned up.
Right.
And Church found this other kid that looked kind of similar to replace him, and that way they could unlock the inheritance wealth and use it or whatever.
So, yeah. But so he finds the kid in, like, South America. Like, he's a homeless kid.
Mm-hmm.
And so...
his parents had been murdered.
Yeah. Or at least his mother.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was like a street urchin thief, and he gets caught. And he is, taken in by Church. They say he is the lost heir to the Jones fortune. But then later on, they sort of mentioned that, like, his grandmother was insane and wanted the fortune for herself, so she killed the entire family.
Yeah.
But could not bring herself to kill the baby, so she had her servants do it.
Right.
And
they botched it somehow.
They botched it, yeah. They threw it in the ocean, I guess, and, like, the body, like, drifted away.
So they couldn't prove that it was dead.
So there could be a slim possibility.
Yeah, that's something I was thinking too. Because when this trade paperback, or the 5 issues that I read, because you have the trade and I have the issues, when they wrap up, it doesn't really, it's not a great closure.
No.
It's kind of like
it's
the
a
end.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah, it's like the end of a season. I mean, it says season 1 on the cover.
Yeah.
Which is another thing I don't want to get into right now, but man, it kind of bothers me that comics are doing seasons like their TV shows.
Yeah.
I don't know why the word season. I don't know.
Because probably a larger audience is more aware of what that means.
That's true.
Than volume.
Right. That's true.
Yeah. I mean, if it were me, I would have done volume. But,
yeah. Or even year
right.
one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because that's a comic thing for sure.
Right.
DC doesn't own that.
No, they might think they do.
Yeah.
They might try to sue you if you.
I mean, Die Hard had a year 1. That's not a DC comic.
That's true.
And I'm talking about
not the Youngblood character.
Not the Youngblood character, yeah.
Oh god, I wish there was a Die Hard year 1. Holy fuck. I would love that. I mean, he's a robot, right?
Yeah.
So, okay. Yeah. So I wouldn't be that interested,
no,
probably.
Yeah.
But no, so it kind of ends with, like, clearly there's going to be more. So I was thinking that too. I was like, maybe this other kid's going to come back, and,
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's a possibility.
Could be a villain, or
sure.
Could be 2 Renato Jones. Or,
right.
I don't know. It could be a crazy twist.
I mean, there's already some crazy twists that happen.
Oh yeah.
Such as, the guy who turns into the Hulk at one point.
Right.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I did not expect that.
No, I didn't either. Yeah, like I thought this was kind of set in our reality.
Right.
But this guy has this tech that basically turns him into this Hulk-like creature.
Right.
Which was cool. It was like,
sure.
And yeah, I've never read anything by Carrie Andrews. I've seen like that Spider-Man art that he did, the Dark
Spider-Man Reign?
Yeah. I always thought his art was amazing.
His art is fantastic. Yeah, I mean, he's mostly probably best known for covers.
Yeah.
I first heard of him and discovered him when he was doing, like, he did a run of like 20 issues of the Hulk in like the early 2000s.
Oh yeah, were those like spoof covers?
Some of them were. Like he did, like probably the most famous one is the one he did of the Norman Rockwell.
Yeah.
Where Banner and Hulk are like sitting at a counter.
And there was like a cereal box one.
There was a cereal box one for sure. Yeah,
those are awesome covers.
Oh, yeah. He even did like the Steranko homage where Hulk is like holding up the logo.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a very good designer and artist.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I love his characters.
And his style changes, pretty much from project to project that he works on, I know. And I read Spider-Man Reign. I didn't particularly care for it, but it was nice to look at.
Right. Yeah, he has like kind of a unique style. I mean, you can see some influence from obviously Frank Miller for sure.
Yeah.
This
book is full of like Frank Millerisms.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's even a character
except for the racism and curmudgeonness.
Right? Yeah, it's like if Frank Miller maybe went on a different path. But like there's a character called Wicked Awesome that I'm like, did Frank Miller design this character? Only he was serious when he did so.
Right. See, when I saw Wicked Awesome, my first thing was martial law.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
I didn't even think about
Kevin
that.
O'Neill, Pat Mills.
For sure. I did not even catch that. But yeah, you're totally right. Yeah, Wicked Awesome was my favorite character in this book.
He's such a dick.
Yeah. That's what he says. Oh, yeah, there's like a scene where he's wearing like a little kid's birthday hat. And I was just like, this is ridiculous. I love it. He is Wicked Awesome. But yeah, it's a revenge story.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like revenge against, the people who are abusing their power and stepping on people and destroying lives.
And we kind of get a little bit of a hint that, Renato is not just going around killing rich people, but he's also trying to improve the lives of some others, when he can. Like he rescues like a group of children and sets them up all with trust funds. And then, there's a character,
Cameron,
yeah. It feels like there's more to her story than we get to see so far. But
yeah, that was weird. I thought the Cameron stuff was weird. Like it almost seemed like I got the feeling that maybe it was kind of shoehorned in there to fill some pages or something.
I get the feeling that the real story there is with the neighbor, Bill.
Right.
Because I think we get towards the end, like we at least kind of discover that Bill may be one of the rich people who was forced with the decision of, try to live a normal life and be a good person or, fucking kill yourself.
Right.
And he chose that he would try to be normal.
And he's trying, it seems like.
Yeah. His wife doesn't seem to be handling him too well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it is kind of off-putting, like throughout, like this crazy, violent, weird story with like these social messages, and they're not subtle. I'm gonna say
no, yeah, not at all. There's no subtlety.
Yeah. But yeah, like it's weird that you're in the middle of that and then suddenly we just cut to like a suburban neighborhood and like the struggles of this woman who's been saved by Renato Jones.
Which, it ties in because, she was saved by Renato Jones. But yeah, the tone is so different. It's like, it's almost kind of like sitcom-y humor and like, like kind of sugary and it's really weird.
Yeah.
Like it's like two different books that you're getting slices of. So, I don't know.
But yeah, and then like, a page later we see Renato get captured by, fuck robots.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was such a great little scene. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's a lot of like creepy kind of technology and rich idiosyncratic devices in this book. Yeah. I enjoyed it. Like I
did as well.
It was strange and some of it does kind of like there's places where it kind of reminds me of something like like an ambitious teenage punk rocker would write.
Yeah.
Like, there's elements of that where it's like, okay. I mean, it's not the most well-written sequence, but, you know, it's full of energy and emotion and, like, raw, you know, just out on the page. But I enjoyed it.
And, you know, I mean, he is doing that, but he's also combining it with a guy who is clearly trying to do something different with his comics.
Yeah.
You know, like page layouts and panel layouts and storytelling devices. And I mean, you can definitely look at it and say, okay, well, you know, yeah, I absolutely see Frank Miller and Kevin O'Neill and, you know, a lot of his influences, but, like, you know, but he is trying, you know, and succeeding in very many places.
Yeah.
But then sometimes, yeah, it does fall short occasionally.
Yeah, I mean, I think his art is stellar, and I think the story is like so relevant that it totally makes up for any flaws.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, like there's places where, you know, the writing's kind of like muddy or weird or like, you know, inconsistent or whatever. But no, it's an intense book, and it's, yeah, like I don't know what to expect as I'm turning the pages, because it's not formulaic at all.
No, yeah. And yeah, like I think the Hulk thing in the first issue, like, was definitely, like, you know, for me it was like, oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I thought I had a pretty good grasp on where this is, what exactly this is going to be, but, but no, it's like, okay, it can kind of go anywhere. And then there's like kind of cool flashbacks. Some of them like slow things down a little bit, where like flashes back to when he was a kid and he's hanging out with Bliss, the girl that he grows up to kind of be infatuated with. So I mean, yeah, it has like different tonal shifts and, you know, different pacing to different story parts of it. It's pretty well done.
Yeah. I quite enjoyed this. I mean, yeah, there's some flaws for sure, but, you know, like nothing that would make me say, well, I'm not going to get the next one. Like, I'll definitely get the next one. You know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Especially, it ends on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Yeah, I didn't expect that. I honestly thought this was it. I thought it was a miniseries that was, like, just a miniseries.
Right, yeah.
I didn't know there was going to be more until I got to the last page. Right. And I was like, oh, wow, okay.
Well, I guess at this point, hope there's more.
I certainly hope so. Yeah. I believe, I want to say issue 6 was in new previews, maybe.
Oh, okay.
I think.
I didn't see that.
Maybe. Right. Maybe I'm just...
Maybe you're thinking of Headlopper.
Maybe I am. Yeah, that was another one.
One of, you know, a 4-issue miniseries that now has an issue 5 coming out.
Right. Maybe it's just wishful thinking or something, but yeah, hopefully there's more of this.
I would say, I mean, I don't know how quick or slow Care Andrews is. Yeah, I know he did that Iron Fist maxi series like last year, 2 years ago, which, I don't know. I like him, and I definitely want to read stuff that he does, which is why, you know, as soon as I saw this, I was like, okay, that's a thing that I can jump aboard. But, like, him doing Iron Fist, I was like, well, I liked Matt Fraction and Ed Brubaker's Iron Fist so much, I don't really want to read another Iron Fist anything.
I don't even remember his Iron Fist. Like, I saw on this, you know, had some of his credits and it mentioned it. I was like, I can't even picture that.
You probably didn't order it.
Well, I'm sure we did. I'm sure we sold minimal copies, though.
Sure, yeah.
This is one of those awesome $10 trades, too.
Yes, it is.
Which is great. It's 5 issues, and I think 2 of them are oversized issues.
Yeah, the first issue was definitely longer than any of the others. And yeah, it's a nice looking trade, and it's got like this
secret message.
It does have a secret message on the front and back covers, and like a glossy, you know,
translucent font.
Yeah,
or not
you just
font.
have to hold it up to the light to see it correctly. Although the back one is a little harder to read.
Yeah, because there's darker artwork on the back.
There's also a lot more words.
Yeah.
But the front, it says, the super rich are super fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a pretty good tagline for this comic.
It is.
I also like how it says, created, written, drawn, colored, and owned by Kyle Andrews.
That is cool.
And there's an intro by him as well that is pretty much all about how you should just make your own comics.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's awesome.
It's really inspiring. It really was. Like when I read that, I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, you should. Yeah. I'm going to quit the corporate Sparkle Comics and start my own thing. Never again will they enslave me. I don't want to end up in Spawn number 10.
Right.
You know, in that box. No, it's very good. Oh, yeah, we should talk about the ads.
Oh, yeah.
It has, like, kind of fake house ads for Renato Jones perfume or something.
Perfume, cologne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're interesting.
Yeah. They're what you would see in, like, a magazine for, you know...
Rich men.
Yeah. Basically.
It's basically like waifish thin, mostly naked...
models.
And progressively more so naked as the book goes on.
Yeah.
Like, it starts out with she's just like, there's like a model like laying there in her undies or whatever.
Right. Well, I think the first one, there's like a couple.
Oh, that's right. And he's got a Renato Jones comic or something.
Yeah. And, I'm sorry. I just saw this 2-page spread that.
Oh, it's great.
Great storytelling.
He is awesome.
You can see this, right, listener?
Yeah.
I'm turning the page.
Yeah, look at that. Wow, look at that, listener.
Oh, okay. So actually the first one is just kind of a lingerie lady lounging.
With a Renato Jones comic.
Yeah. But it is comic books for the super rich.
Yeah. So it's basically, it's like making fun of those ads that tell you what you have to buy to be considered super rich.
Right.
Like this is what you need. This sort of, these luxury items.
Like very, very GQ and Chanel No. 5 kind of high priced items. Like just the ads you would see for them in like a magazine. Like an actual magazine, not a comic book. Like this trash we're reading right now.
Yeah. That wants to be a TV show so badly.
Oh, man.
Season 1, listen at you.
He's Canadian, aren't they? Series up there. Of course, you know, he is also a filmmaker.
I did not know that.
Yeah. He wrote and directed a movie called Altitude about monsters attacking people in a plane.
Did not know that.
He did one of the Cabin Fever sequel prequel things.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think Cabin Fever Patient Zero was what it was called.
Is Sean Astin in any of those films?
He is.
Because there's at least one letter in the letters columns of the single issues by Sean Astin.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, and it's funny because he says something about how he hovers dangerously close to the bottom tier of the 1%. He's like, please don't kill me. He's like, I swear I'm not one of the 1%. I'm really close to being, but
it's like in the 2%.
Yeah. He's saying he knows some of those people, you know.
Well, his dad clearly is in the 1%.
Who's Sean Astin's dad?
John Astin.
Oh.
A.K.A. Gomez Adams.
Really?
A.K.A. Buddy from Night Court.
Wow. I did not know that.
No, and John Adams doesn't deserve to die.
No, of course
he needs to live forever.
Is he dead?
No, he is not.
He's got to be ancient.
Oh, I'm sure he's pretty old by now.
Because he looked old in the 80s on Night Court.
Oh, yeah. You'll know when John Adams is dead, or John Astin is dead, because I will be incredibly sad for like 3 weeks straight.
Right. I'm sure there'll be
more than usual.
Right. I'm sure there'll be some reflective artwork based on that. Right?
Probably. I have drawn Gomez Adams once.
Yeah.
So it's nice. I would do that again. I like the Adams family.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah. But no, yeah, I think Sean Astin is in the Cabin Fever movie.
That's funny. That explains that connection then.
Yeah. So he's done some other stuff besides comics too.
I'd like to see some of his other work.
Yeah, I would watch the Cabin Fever one, I guess, because I saw the first one.
Yeah, I don't know if I saw that. Cabin Fever, I don't think I did.
He also did a segment in the ABCs of Death, which I did see, but I don't remember the one he did at all. And but then there were 25 other short films in that, and I don't remember many of those either.
Right.
And like 90% of them were not good.
Yeah, God, what were they all like? 2 minutes long or something?
Like 2 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. I'm sure some of them were shorter than others, but yeah, it was ridiculous.
Well, he seems like a good visual storyteller.
No,
so
absolutely.
Like, so like anything that maybe isn't top notch in his storytelling, like I said, is totally made up for by his visuals. Like it's not, there's nothing bad about the storytelling. It's just like some of it's a little confusing, or
some of it's muddy, but like every page looks great.
Oh man, yeah.
And the dialogue is kind of cheesy and overwritten at times.
Right.
I mean, there was like a page where there was one of the flashbacks with Renato and Bliss, where I was just kind of like, tired of reading this. It's not great.
Right.
But it does, give some insight into who Bliss is.
Yeah.
But still not enough to clearly place where she lies. And
I do think it's strange that a lot of the characters that seem like they're pretty important to the story, you don't, by the end of the first volume, really have a good grasp of who they are in it.
Right.
And it's not like some crazy mystery where you're like, "Ooh, I can't wait to find out more." It's like, it almost feels like you should know them better by now.
Right. Like Church for sure.
Yeah. Cause I mean, they're in it enough that you like see them, but you're like, I don't really kind of have a grasp on like where they fall into this, like, their motivations even,
right.
I don't know. Some of that might be like, I think the weakest part of it is there's time devoted to characters that isn't really maybe well spent enough.
Right. Or some characters that kind of show up that really serve no purpose. Like his two friends, like that he's just hanging out at the pool.
Right.
With,
Yeah.
But, I mean, the story itself is super enjoyable. And I mean, if you are of the same mentality that Jason and I are,
it vents some frustrations.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Or just, breeds more anxiety.
Well, at least it makes things like cartoonish, and you're like, yeah, at least,
right.
At least he's not going to turn into the Hulk, right? I mean, who knows? Maybe. Yeah. Wicked Awesome, help us. So do you think Wicked Awesome is a total villain?
I don't know. It's hard to say.
He seems very villainous, but at the same time, there's like something to him, like a charm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he is a dick. Everybody loves a dick.
You keep saying that.
Yeah.
And he's right. He was my favorite character in the
book. Yeah. I would definitely recommend this.
Yeah. Especially for $10. You can't go wrong.
No, cannot. And I believe we mentioned it last time. If your comic store doesn't offer any kind of discount,
burn it down.
Yeah, exactly.
And piss on the ashes.
Yep.
Choke on this comic retailer that doesn't offer a discount.
All right. Well, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm good too.
All right. Well, then let's take a break.
Let's go masturbate to some of those ads.
Okay, then.
Me first.
Fair enough.
I'm the guest here.
It's true.
Good boy would get a sweet thing on the side, home cooking homicide, side order could be a daughter, and you're looking good. Come on, baby, eat the rich, but the bite of the son of a bitch. Don't listen, don't you give me no switch. Come on, baby, and eat the rich. Come on, baby, and eat the rich. way to just what you want. Is that the meat you wanted to eat? How would you ever know? Hash browns and bacon strips. I love the way that you lick your lips. No fooling, I can see it drooling. Feel the hunger grow. Come on, baby, eat the rich. Put the bite on the son of a bitch. Don't mess up, don't you give me no switch. Come on, baby, and eat the rich. Come on, baby, and eat the rich. Come on, honey, here's your supper. Come on, baby, fight that sucker. Pepperoni, extra pepperoni, just pick up the phone. Eat Greek or eat Chinese, eat salad or stuff or grease. You're on the shelf, you eat yourself. Come on and bite my bone. Come on, baby, eat the rich. Bite down on the son of a bitch. Don't mess around, don't you give me no switch. Come on, baby, and eat the rich. Come on, baby, and eat the rich. Sitting here in a iron tuxedo. You wanna see my bacon torpedo?
Hi, welcome back.
Hey, baby.
What's up, buddy?
Not much.
Nice. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Comic books.
Comic books, indeed.
We went to a comic show yesterday.
That we did.
Yeah. Or a creativity show.
There we go.
I guess.
Yeah. This is not everything was comics.
No.
There were a lot of
It
comics.
was like 70% comics,
Yeah.
probably. ICE.
Yep. The Independent Creators Expo.
Right here in beautiful Dayton, Ohio.
Yep, somewhere. Good luck finding it. I think you can say that every year.
Well, some things are worth seeking out.
Not this.
It was fun. I had a good time. No, it's not a bad show. I just feel like it was possibly, I hate to say poorly promoted, but that's what it was.
Yeah,
It was,
yeah. There's no need to jump around there.
Well, I mean, because I like the people that do it,
Sure.
so I'm not trying to insult them, but
No.
I just think it. Yeah, I don't think it was promoted very well. So
I don't think it's ever promoted very well.
so I don't think a lot of people knew about it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody knows about it. Like, they literally made flyers last week.
Yeah.
And it was Saturday.
It was really nice out here. In February, it was like 50-something degrees. So that's probably part of why it wasn't too crowded. But
yeah, I don't know. There's only so much you can use that as an excuse.
Right. It's true.
And also this is the third year in a row with a third different location.
Yeah, it doesn't help.
No.
It's like when Firefly was on TV on different time slots.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, consistency works
Yes,
for things like that.
Yeah. And also, there was only 10 tables.
There's more than 10. There's probably 20-ish, I'd say. But yeah, I mean, it was a pretty small space.
Yeah.
Like it was in a Holiday Inn,
Express.
So yeah, like when I was thinking like, oh, it's in a Holiday Inn, I was thinking like, a conference room that's like, yeah, a decent sized room. But no, it was like a third of the size of the room I was expecting.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of cool stuff there, and I did have a really good time and met some cool people, and I was right next to Tim Fuller, and he was awesome. He was just a cool old dude. Has been doing comics for a long time. He was just nice to talk to and fun.
I was not there in any official capacity. I just showed up to hang out.
Yeah.
And I spent, I would say, the majority of the time just talking to my friend Bruce.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was at the Sparkle Comics table, which was adjacent to the Baron von Porkchop Terrifying Tales of the Macabre table.
Yeah.
If you could call it a table. It was more like an ironing board with a sheet on it.
It was very weird.
It was the weirdest, smallest convention table I've ever seen.
Yeah, yeah.
And just theirs. Like, everybody else's looked like a normal table.
I noticed there were some of varying widths and lengths.
Oh, were there? Was it an ironing board? Because it had a blanket over it. It might have been an ironing board.
I mean, I assumed that blanket was theirs, but I think the two, well, the one gentleman and then the other guy out in the hallway, I believe they also had the weird thin tables.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't go in the hallway other than to pee.
Yeah. Well, why would you?
I basically stayed behind my table the whole time.
Well, sure, there's that.
I didn't really look around.
But there are other reasons you might not have gone into the hallway.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing much happening out there anyway. It's a hallway.
It's a hallway,
yeah.
Right?
I do know that, I spent Friday night hanging out with my friend Bruce, and he had been trying to get me to come to the show for like 2 weeks, and I was like, I'm not going. I don't have a table. Like, I went to the last one, and it was kind of pointless and boring. But I figured, I got nothing else to do. Sure, I'll show up. And he was like, well, don't pay to get in. And I said, all right.
How'd you do that?
Huh?
How'd you do that?
Well, he was like, just tell him you're, like, helping me at my table or whatever. So I showed up, and once I found where the thing was at, like,
you saw the big signs.
I saw the big signs, which was way more than what last year had.
Right.
Where the hotel didn't even know that it was hosting a comic convention.
Yeah, that was not awesome. At least the hotel seemed aware that they were hosting a convention this year.
Yeah, yeah.
That was good. It's a win.
Right. So, so I found the hallway where that led into the room, and so I was texting Bruce. I said, hey, I'm here, and I thought he was gonna, like, come get me, and, I was like, hey, this is my, table partner or whatever,
right.
Bring me in. He did not. And so I was, like, psyching myself up, like, okay, I'm just gonna go up there, and then, cause there was, the guy who runs the thing, and, like, 6 of his dudes just kind of, like, hanging out in the hallway there. And, so I was like, okay, I'll just, go up and say, yeah, I'm helping Bruce with his table, who also at that point had not been at his table for, like, an hour. And I just walked in. And I didn't talk to anybody. And just
so they were like, okay, or whatever, when you said that.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. You didn't have to say, like...
I just walked past them.
Oh, I thought you said you did say.
No, I said I was going to.
Oh, okay, nice.
But as I approached, I was like, I'm just going to walk in.
Right, yeah.
And I did.
Huh.
And nobody stopped me.
That's interesting.
And I made eye contact with at least one of them.
He's like, I'm not stopping that guy.
Yeah. And then I was just there for the rest of the show.
Mm-hmm. Which ended it? Was it 4?
4?
Yeah.
There was some question about what time it ended.
Yeah, I think the flyers that I had said 5, but I think their website said 4.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people just closed down at 4 or slightly before.
Or hours before.
Yeah, I saw a couple people leave hours before.
Yeah.
Maybe they had prior engagements. Kids to pick up or whatever.
Sure, or nothing was happening and they decided, fuck this.
I sold some stuff.
You did. So did Bruce.
Yeah. So did the Baron.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say it was a lucrative convention. Yeah. Like I definitely would have made more money if I had not called off work that day.
Sure.
But I had more fun than I would have at work.
Of course.
So that was cool. I had a good time. It was a good time. I would do it again. I honestly do think next year, if there is one of those next year and I do decide to do it, I would either ask them, if they need help promoting it, or I would just make up flyers and take them to all the comic shops and do something just myself. Yeah. Because
just promote yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know some of the artists do that, but I mean, I'm not on social medias or whatever.
Well, no.
But I just feel I think flyers at comic shops, working at a comic shop, I can tell you people do read those flyers and take the handbills and find out about shows that way. Cause they're like, what? There's a show? And that happens. And yeah, like we mentioned earlier, I don't think it was promoted very well in comic shops around the area.
Yeah.
So I think that would help.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to Mr. Matt Brassfield, who was sort of your table buddy there.
Yeah.
The Thursday or so before, whenever that was, that he and I talked, and neither of us had any clue if certain people were going to be at that show or not.
Yeah.
There was no information about
who
was going to be
strange.
there.
That is strange.
Yeah.
It seems like. It's odd to me.
And yeah, on the flyer, I don't think there was any information about who the guests were.
I mean, it had pretty detailed location and event.
Well, sure, because it's hard to find, because it was A, third location, third year, and B, in a weird location.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd never been to that place before.
Yeah. I've been to that restaurant that's right next to it.
Oh, the steak
chop house.
Yeah.
But I did not know that there was a hotel right there.
Oh, yeah.
Or anything actually behind that shopping center.
Right.
But apparently there is.
Yeah.
Right. So usually I just go to that art store and get attacked by a goose.
All right. Oh man, when we pulled in, there was 2 geese trying to punk us out.
Sure. Because they're assholes.
And Scott was he was he almost it looked like he was going to run over one of them. I was like, no. No, geese are, cool.
No, they're not.
They're people too.
No, they're not. They are God's flying asshole.
We've met some asshole animals. We saw an asshole dog today.
Yeah, we did.
Me and Eric took I keep forgetting we're not a gay couple, that we just pretend like it sometimes. I'm sorry, honey. So we took my dog to the dog park, and it was super crowded today. I've been to the dog park a couple times with my dog before, but it was never on a nice weathered weekend.
Right.
It was always either kind of cool or kind of late or during the week or whatever. But yeah, there was 24 dogs there, maybe something like that.
Yeah, it was I think I counted about 22 dogs.
Yeah. And, it was crazy. And one of them was a real asshole.
Oh, absolutely. He was.
He was trying to yell and fuck at everything.
Yep.
Including my dog.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, first thing.
Yeah, my dog walks in, he's like, hi, let me fuck you.
Yep. Yeah. What a dick dog that was.
Yeah.
And yeah, he just kept running around just attacking all the other dogs that were trying to hump them.
Yeah.
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 And then finally the owner,
I know. I was like, whose dog is this?
Right.
And because, there were so many people there, you couldn't tell. And then eventually this guy just, after a half an hour of that or whatever, he lassoed his dog and they just left and he never said a word. I never heard him say a word to his dog.
No.
Quit fucking everything.
Right. Or at least a no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, there were other people who, were keeping an eye on their dog.
Yeah.
It was hey, don't, whatever.
Right. He's like, oh, that's Charlie. He does that. He hates and fucks everything.
Yep. Oh, what a life. I think we're just jealous.
I am. I'd rather just show up and show up naked and let into this giant pen with 20 other humans, and I fuck all of them regardless of their size or gender. Yeah. And that's a Sunday. Like, that's my Sunday. And then I go home and my master rubs my belly.
Right.
Yeah. That sounds great. Sign me up. He's probably eating treats right now in his master's bed.
Right, yeah. No, there were some cool dogs there.
For sure.
I made a friend with one, like a big old husky.
Yeah.
But your dog didn't seem to handle things too well after a while.
Yeah, she was good like the first 20 minutes or so, and she was running around and having a good time, but I think she just got freaked out by the sheer amount of dogs.
Yeah.
Like, cause I rescued her 2 years ago, and she, there was a bunch of dogs there.
Right.
The, whatever you call 6, I don't know. It's not a pound. What is it?
Shelter.
It's a shelter.
Right.
And, but yeah, other than that, she's never been around more than 2 dogs at a time, since then. Yeah. So it was overload for her.
Yeah, yeah.
It was for me too.
Yeah, a little bit. You're kind of panicking as we pulled into the parking lot.
Well, there was literally, I had to park in a spot that's it was right by this recycle bin that was maybe a spot.
I think it was a spot.
But
there was a parking block there.
Was there? Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the only place I could have possibly parked other than in the middle of the, driveway.
Yeah, it was a little crazy. And yeah, there were a lot of people there, a lot of dogs. And they had, this is the first time I'd been there at all, because I don't have a dog of my own.
Right.
I live vicariously through your dog. But they have 2 separate areas, one for big dogs and one for small dogs.
Right.
And there was just one couple and one dog in the
small dog area. I know.
And I noticed that when new people came in, they would bring their small dog into the big dog lot.
They're is my dog big enough for smaller? I don't know.
But I guess they just wanted them to play with other dogs.
Yeah.
So, and, if there's only the one other dog,
Right. I wonder, I'm sure there's not some sort of real astringent rules on that. I'm sure I could have took Edna into the small dog thing and, if she was freaking out, but I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, towards the end, she just kept huddling up to you or to me.
Yeah. She was I don't know.
Right. She's I need to stick by one of my dads.
Yeah.
Because apparently, I guess I'm one of them.
Yep. So we just took her back to my mother's house and we just played with her in the backyard, which was cool.
Yeah. And then we left her and she was all tuckered out.
She was just lounging on that couch.
Yep.
Yep.
And of course, now when you go back home,
she'll be crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
That's
how it goes.
You've been away for at least an hour.
Yeah. So she's ready.
Yep.
Ready for action. Edna Grambo Valentine Young. That's her full name.
What's her middle name?
Edna Grambo Valentine Young.
Grambo?
Yeah, because one of the Guar villains was Edna Grambo from America Must Be Destroyed. So when I got her, her name was Edna Valentine, and I went ahead and inserted the Grambo and the Young. Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah, she's adorable.
Yeah, she is. So you read any funny books lately other than Renato Jones?
I read a couple of comics that I bought at the show yesterday. I read the new Cracker Stacker, and I read something about sock monkeys, Coco and something. No, it was not as good as Tony Millionaire's sock monkey.
Why would anybody ever try to make their own sock monkey comic?
Well, it was he was doing an experiment. He was doing a daily daily strip, and he didn't know what to do, so he had a sock monkey and he just drew it and made it do funny things.
So does he not know of the existence of the Tony Millionaire sock monkey?
I'm not sure.
Right.
But the Cracker Stacker was pretty funny. I liked that one. But yeah, other than that, I've been reading this Chuck Klosterman book called What If We're Wrong? Mm-hmm. And I'm almost done with it. I got it from the library, and it's awesome. But I haven't really. I'm way behind on my comic reading. Like it's piling up.
As per usual, I usually only read a comic if we're doing it for the show.
Yeah.
Because I just don't have the time.
You're more of a comics collector.
Yeah, I guess I am at this point.
I know. It's a sad truth that I've had to admit. Like I can't stop collecting comics.
Right.
Like, I love doing it.
Right.
Even if I'm like, I'll read this eventually, and then like there's a large part of my brain that's like, you probably won't.
Right.
Because you already have like several hundred that you say that about.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm like, oh, that looks great. I'm going to buy that.
Right. Well, like every month, like, I fill out my online order thing and, just like, I haven't even read a single issue of this book yet.
Right.
But, like, what if it's really good when I eventually
Right.
get around to reading it?
And I can't find number 12
Right,
somewhere. Yeah. No, I am with you. I'm an idiot. Yeah, I haven't read a single issue of Chip Zdarsky's Star-Lord, but I've bought all of them, and I'm like, I'm sure it's something I'll like, but like, they're just piling up. Yeah. Gotta read stuff.
Yeah.
I wish my superpower was that I didn't need to sleep, but I could if I wanted to.
Yeah.
And no one else knew about my superpower.
Mm-hmm.
That is what I wish my superpower was.
Okay.
So that way I would never, I'd be like, I'm going to bed now, whatever. And I would just do stuff, I'd draw, read, whatever.
Yeah.
And then 7 or 8 hours later, I would emerge.
Right.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Yeah. I get you. That might throw a little monkey wrench in, with whatever lady friend you happen to be with at the time.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I could sleep if I wanted to.
Sure.
You
sure.
know.
But, let's say it progresses to a point where, you're living together.
Right.
How are you going to get away with...
I'd sneak into the living room or whatever and read.
Yeah.
Or honey, I'm really gassy tonight. I'm going to sleep on the couch. Oh, that's fine. Do it. Yeah.
Would you, go to bed with her and then, wait till she falls asleep and then, go out and do whatever?
Probably, yeah.
Not that, you're going to go out and party or anything.
No.
You're just going to go to the next room and draw and read.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm not cool.
Right, yeah.
I'm just superpowered.
Right, yeah,
I'm a superpowered dork. So, yeah, and that's probably what I do. I'd probably sneak out and, read in the next room or something. Right. Yeah. Or, I don't know. Don't some superheroes confide in their loved ones?
Sometimes, yeah. I guess if you really trusted her and
yeah.
We're sure that, she could, protect herself in case one of your enemies,
right. Yeah.
Trying to get back at you.
Yeah. Oh, there's that guy that doesn't sleep. Fuck him. I'm going to use all my money and power to destroy his life.
Yeah. No, I have often wished that I'd never had to sleep or eat.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I legitimately enjoy both of those things.
I do too.
I find them nice.
Well, I don't know, less so on the sleep for me, but.
Oh yeah, eating is fun.
Yeah.
But it would be cool to not have to.
Yeah.
It's what was that? There was a movie where, oh no, I think it was an episode of The Black Mirror where the robot guy, he was like, he's like, I don't need to eat, but I can if it would make you more comfortable.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, that was cool. But yeah, sleeping, that would be great to not have to. But I don't think I would tell anybody.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
It's like my secret me time.
Right.
Mm.
I feel like I probably could tell people and nobody would care. They're just like, well, that's neat. And I was like,
well, if we both had that superpower, I think occasionally we would have a 24-hour drawing night.
Well, sure.
I'd be fine with that.
Oh, yeah. Just think of all the 24-hour comics we could make.
Oh, my God. People are like, how do you do it? I don't know. I guess I'm just like Scott McCloud, only better. I've always said that, but obviously it's now true. That would be great.
Yeah.
Maybe that's his superpower.
Right?
That asshole.
So yeah, the other night, I spent the evening with my friend Bruce, and then by the time I came home, it was 12:30. And I hadn't drawn anything at all, that day. And so I got home, and I was like, I'm gonna, work on this thing that I've been working on lately, and try to at least get something done on it.
Right, yeah.
And so, sitting in my chair, and, I had a pencil out, and then, 10 minutes later, I was passed out.
Right.
And, I woke up, and, pencils, sitting on my chest, and, phone's on my lap, and the drawing board is, hanging off of my chair. I'm just like, fuck.
Your dick's in the Mod Podge jar.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Well, that is always in there. Mostly because it's stuck.
Yeah, right. I know that Mod Podge gets sticky.
I know, right? But no, I was just so upset at myself that like I did not get anything accomplished.
Right.
And it was like, and now I have to go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, mine too is like, I know this is total like first world problem, but like I have animals, so whenever I decide, to put my drawing stuff away for the night, I have to like put it all away so it's like safe from being chewed on and like urinated on or whatever. I live with monsters. And so like I put it all away, and then like the next morning I'm like, well, I've got like an hour before work, but I'm like, it would take me like 20 minutes to set up everything that I need and another 10 minutes to put it all away. I'm like, I'll just read this comic or like, just lay here on the couch with my dog, So like if I didn't have to sleep, I could just, keep working on it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I get it. And I wish us both luck in achieving those goals.
Yeah. Maybe we could be like, is there somebody that has that power?
I don't know.
Like Ponce de Leon? or Data from Star Trek?
Probably him.
Yeah.
Sleepwalker?
Oh, yeah. See, okay, I would miss dreams, because I actually do really like dreams.
Yeah.
Like, they're weird, and I don't glean any hidden introspective knowledge from them like some people claim to, but it's fun.
Yeah.
I like them.
I could deal without them, I think. I've never had a dream inspire like any stories or anything that I've been...
I have. Yeah, I dreamed one of the comics that I've written.
Yeah, I mostly just dream about ladies that I have been involved with or would like to be involved with.
See, that's sometimes nice.
Nope.
No.
Don't need it.
Okay.
Don't need it. Extra stress.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Do you ever dream about me and you walking my dog together?
You have actually been in very few dreams.
Didn't I kill you or something once? Or like
probably.
Or like or no, is that one that I dreamed where you came up to my car or something and I drove away or something?
Yeah, that was my dream.
Oh, that was your dream.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if that was mine or yours.
Yeah.
What does that say?
We were at space and you drove away when we were headed home. Just left me stranded in Columbus.
Oh, what a dick move.
Uh-huh.
But people like dicks.
Well, it's true. Yeah.
Yeah. How about you? Have you read anything else good?
I have not.
Mm.
No, I have not. Yeah.
Maybe we should.
Huh?
Maybe we should.
Yeah. I mean, I do have to pick a comic for the next episode.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So, I know all our listeners out there like to follow along and run out and buy whatever comic it is we're going to be reading so that they can, express their own opinions to counter or agree with ours.
Yeah, it's obvious.
That is a long tradition, and they got to trash.
Just look at our full comment section on this episode.
Yeah. But the listener might have trouble finding this particular book.
Ooh.
Because...
was it at ICE?
It was not.
Oh.
But I will tell you that when I got it, man, there were some issues trying to get it.
Really?
Yeah. I bought it on Amazon. I pre-ordered it via Amazon. And then, it just kind of never shipped when it was supposed to. And, there was just no word on, hey, this is a thing that's happening.
Weird.
But, it had come out and was published, long before I got it. Even though, again, pre-ordered it before the publication date.
That's not good.
Yeah, but I did eventually get it. And then it has sat here for a while.
Waiting on us.
Yes.
To discover it.
Yes, it is. It is a book published by 2080. It is called Gold Tiger.
Gold Tiger?
Yes.
Huh.
It is by, I can't remember the writer's name, but the artist of it is Jimmy Broxton.
Okay.
Who did Knight and Squire. He's currently doing Vampirella with Paul Cornell.
He's good.
Yeah. And it is...
Sounds like a manga.
It's not. It's kind of a satire, parody, homage of like old 60s Italian spy comic strips.
Oh, wow.
But there's also like a story that goes along with the comics.
Well, that sounds great.
About the fake creators of this comic strip.
Oh, see, okay, I'm really interested in that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to, like, build it up in my head, but I love stuff that's, like, sort of real, but not really.
Right.
I love that. Like Charlie Chan, Hot China.
Yeah, like that. So there's a lot of prose in this book, but a good majority of it is comic strips.
Okay.
Like fake reprinted comic strips.
Okay.
Called Gold Tiger. So, yeah. Good luck trying to find a copy, because I may have the only one in Ohio, listener. But I will read it, and then I will let you borrow it.
Okay.
Jason.
Not the listener. Maybe you might sell it to the listener, though. Possible.
If it's terrible, sure.
Yeah, hey, you might own a terrible book, listener.
Right?
We should at least, if it's terrible, we should pretend like it's great so we can sell it to the listener.
Well,
Yeah. Because fuck that guy. What has he done for us? Nothing.
No, not at all.
I'm just kidding. I love you, listener.
Sure. I just go along with everything you say at this point. Yeah, Gold Tiger.
Gold Tiger. Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like a Power Ranger or like a manga or something.
Maybe you're thinking of Gold Digger.
Gold Digger. Oh, that's a manga.
That's
yeah.
a manga,
Yeah. That's funny. Sweet. I'm looking forward to it.
All right.
Well, I enjoyed our book here. That was good. Oh, we went over that in the first segment. This is the part where we say goodbye.
Yep.
Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to Gutter Trash. You can subscribe to the show from guttertrash.net or from iTunes and leave us a review. Visit guttertrash.net for email information and for other podcasts and websites in the Gutter Trash Network. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time.